Students, welcome to today's lesson on English language. Today we're looking at oracy skills, spoken English, argument or debate. So the main topic for today is argument or debate. What is a debate? But before that, let's look at what we are supposed to achieve by the end of today's lesson. Number one, we should be able to define an argument. We should be able to list the tips to guide us in arguing, and we should be able to argue perfectly. So what is a debate? A debate is an organized argument or contest of ideas. Okay, two or more persons are usually involved in debate. A contest of ideas in which everybody states his or her own points. Now we're looking at the various things we're supposed to take into consideration in making sure that we have a very good debate. Number one is to organize an argument. Okay, you need to organize your argument in a very proper order. You begin with the introduction, the body, and then the conclusion. So what is the first thing you do? In the introduction, you say your greetings, okay? If you're coming before a panel of judges, you acknowledge their presence there, and then at the end, you state the topic and you wrap up your introduction with the stand. With your stand, okay? If you are opposing, you let us know there. If you are proposing, you also let us know at that point. The second one is is the body. In the body, you state the fact, beginning to dole out your points, okay? These are the things you want to, you believe in, okay? You believe in this point, and you don't just stop at the point. You go a step further to give all the facts, okay? To back up those points, okay? You give all the fact. You confirm the fact with proper proof. You don't just give us the details without giving us examples and things we know, or even open our eyes to the ones we don't know, in order to get us to believe what you are trying to make us to believe. And the next one that has to do with the body again is the refutation. Okay, in the course of carrying out a debate, the opposing side can come up with a question, or can even come up with a particular point which you're supposed to refute the second time you're coming up stage. Now, in order to refute, you have to be very, very calm. So the refutation also comes under body. The next one is to conclude. You wrap up your points at the conclusion level. So, second point is to express your argument in your own style. Express it in your own style. When you are choosing your words, make sure your words do not sound like something that has been used over and over again, that somebody there already know what you say next. Okay, avoid the use of cliches, tired language, jaded ones that people have been hearing and hearing and hearing. I want to make you to understand. I want to convince you that it is better to do this and do the other one. I hope by the end of this, I've been able to convince you. These ones are jaded languages. You should do away with them. Present your argument in your own style. Let the choice of words be yours and not a common language. Another one is to eliminate filler words. What are filler words? Filler words are filler sounds. Filler sounds are even worse than filler words. What are filler words and sounds? These are words like This makes it makes your argument to look like you are grabbing them from the air. Like you don't know what to say there, that you just have to keep on saying until it comes in. And that happens particularly when you have cramped. You see, when you lose the next point, you begin to say no, it doesn't speak well of your argument at all. So you should eliminate it. The next one is to speak slowly and enunciate. You should speak slowly. Every word you say should be one that should be heard. As a matter of fact, any word you say on stage is very, very important. So why would you want to rush over it? You should say it in the way that everybody should be able to hear what you are saying. The next one is to invent rebuttal calmly. I talked about refutation down there. Okay? So when you want to bring up your argument to cancel your opponent's own, you should do so calmly. You know you don't have much time to do so on stage. So before you open your mouth to say something, make sure you are sure of what you are saying. The next one is to speak without a paper. Very, very important. You don't come on stage and begin to read from a paper, it gives the impression that those are not your words. Okay, somebody just pen it down and just read it. You don't do so. Okay, that is always speaking very bad about leaders that come to the stage and read to us. I always get the impression that they don't mean this. Okay, they don't mean it. That is what comes to your audience mind when they see you reading from a paper. They just feel that you don't mean it. You just saying it for saying it. You don't actually believe in what you're saying. Number 7 is enhance drama. Pace naturally and not nervously. Enhance your drama. When you are moving your hands, when you are making gestures, facial expressions, or the one with your hand, make it go naturally. Don't make us feel that you are nervous. Sometimes you make some steps backward and forward, sideways, and looks like a machine. Anybody that sees you know that you are fidgeting, meaning you don't own the stage. Move naturally. Let your gestures show that you have confidence. Okay, that's what this point is all about. Number 8 is establish eye contact. When you are talking to somebody trying to sell a product, trying to sell an idea, you make eye contact. You don't look at the ceiling or look at the floor. No. Once you just do that, it means you don't know what you are saying. You don't mean it. Another one is that when you establish eye contact with the audience, it makes whatever you say believable. It controls the audience. It shows you have authority over what you are saying. Eye contact is very, very important. Once it becomes shifty, it can send the impression that you are not sincere, you're not honest. Okay? Another one is to diversify your tone. You go up, you come down. Rising tone, falling tone. You diversify. You don't speak in a monotonous tone. Okay? That is it. Number 10, make dramatic pause. When you speak and you pause, that pause in your utterance should be very, very powerful. Should be one that suggests that the audience should chew those points you just doled out. Okay? So when you pause in making an argument, that pause should not sound like it's a mistake. It should be a very powerful one that should make the audience begin to go over what you just said. See how important it is. And that is all about this point about making a dramatic pause. 11 is to close the debate with passion. Make sure you close your debate with passion. Even if you didn't begin with passion as such, by the time you are closing your debate, infuse passion into it. That way, you leave the stage with the standing ovation. Alright? So, at the end of it, while making that your passionate speech, then you say what you intend for them to do, what you want them to do after you leave stage, whether they should believe you or they should discard the other person's argument. Now, the assignment is this: prepare an argument for, again, the topic which says the COVID-19 pandemic is a lifesaver. The COVID-19 pandemic is a lifesaver. Already, some persons are already shaking their head and saying, what is this woman talking about? Just prepare it, put it down on paper, okay? Don't say it, don't take a picture of it. Just put it down on paper and get ready. Prepare. I said prepare. By the time I'm open for submission or for discussion, this time around for discussion, okay? When I ask you the question I want to ask you, you begin to tell me those things you've already penned down. Thank you so much for paying attention, and God bless you.